Hi guys, this is Logan and this is another triple threat video. Today is day 63, I believe. I forgot, I didn't check before I started, but it's been a little over 2 months for me. And as you know, I'm still stuck in PayPal, unfortunately. I did put some money in through Payza and STP, so my active edge shares are picking up a little bit. I'm waiting for this unfreeze, for this migration to happen. And as you can see, from the little over 1,100 that I put into this account, I managed to have 7,400 total plus active. So, almost 8,000 worth of ad shares in 2 months with all the issues, with all the slowdowns and everything. It's very dynamic here at Triple Threat. There's no question about that. A lot is going on. Growing pains have been there since early beginning. A lot of things have changed. Everything has improved. The latest improvement is the surf clock. We were surfing by the server clock, so everybody rushed at midnight Eastern US time, and everybody surfed at the same time, which was hard for the server, and people had to wake up at 5 a.m. in England not to lose any time. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But finally, that is over today. The new script is in. We're surf free today, but starting tomorrow, we'll be on our own surf time, which is great. That's a selling point for some people, definitely. What else? Migration we were hoping it would actually happen today. I figured it wouldn't really happen today, but the programmer had to finish something for today, and I think he did, but they still want to add NetTeller to the mix to have more money. And, speaking of money, most people have Payza. So Payza should have, people are getting withdrawals. The fact is that, the site's been paying always. That's never been an issue with Triple Threat. So, Payza being the most popular after PayPal and PayPal being frozen here, that's a lot of strain on Payza. And the moment that they migrate us, most people will probably, I assume, will have a choice, right? And most people will probably go to Payza, and they're doing a big push for referrals and to get people to put money into Payza so there is more cash. This is a serious, big, difficult move. There's, I don't know how much money there is, but, I bet these are hundreds of thousands that need to be not literally transferred. There needs to be money available if all of us suddenly want to take $100 a day. Even if it takes a week for us to repurchase and start taking that out, that's, this is a serious undertaking. So there's a discussion about lowering a daily payout, maybe just for Payza, to $50 a day, which, I think it's perfectly acceptable. Especially once the site comes back to its normal payout, the speed at which you get paid. Normally, the advertised rate is about 4 hours apart that you get 6.67% on level 1, which is ridiculously fast. We're talking 3 days expiration, 120%, 20% profit, 120% earnings. That's very fast, and I wish they would just slow it down and say, okay, this is how it is. It's 5 days and it's okay, because people come in thinking it's going to be 3 days, and it's not. It's not 5, it's not 7. Like yesterday, somebody asked me to give him exact number, and I don't usually track this, but I realized doing this that it's important. If I'm going to, sign people up, I need to tell them exactly what's going on. And I haven't been doing it for me, but I think I have to do it for all of you. So I realized it's about 3 times. It's running at about a third speed. I can't tell you exactly because it varies from one day to another. But it's about a third speed. So it's, maybe it takes 10 days for it to expire on level 1. This is the fact. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want to sign people up and they'll be like, you told me it's 3 days. I tell everybody I really don't know. I know it's running slow, but Today I know, but I don't know what it's going to be tomorrow also, you know. Um, so the fact is that site is running a little slow. Personally, you know, between us, I think they're buying a little time until this migration, you know. I'm sure they have some control, you know, they can have control over how fast it pays. But, you know, people may be holding off. You know, all of us who are in PayPal, we're kind of, okay, I have enough money in there. I don't want to add more money. I can't. You know, I wish I did have more money in Payza that I could put in. And I did put as much as I could in both STP and Payza. But now a lot of us are just waiting, right? And this is not helping the system, you know, let's be honest, because we're not buying. But on the other hand, we're not getting paid either, so we're not pulling money out. So, you know, it's a catch 22. We are trying to bring in as many people as possible. But I don't want to do it under false pretenses. You know, the site does not currently, the shares on level one on triple threat do not expire in 3 days. Uh, if they went by what they did yesterday, it would be 9 or 10 days, right? Again, this changes every day, and hopefully it's going to keep running, you know, faster. And things are, you know, I still feel good. I've never felt better about triple threat. Of course, you know, this is a big challenge, getting this migration happen, and still, I think they can overcome. I obviously the owners, the admin, or you know, Troy and Ray and whoever else is a part of the team. You know, they have their math. They know what's going on. They're not going to let it, you know, just run out of control. You know, I'm glad that they're, you know, I'm not happy that we have to wait another week for NetTeller and all that. And but you know, I'll take a $50 a day withdrawal any day. You know, I'd rather do that than endanger the system. Before, you know, I don't even want to say rather do that than not get any money. Let's just talk about triple threat. You know, do we want triple threat to last? I know there are people who come in with, you know, 1,000 and they're just like, you know, they want to milk the system quickly and they don't really care. Nothing wrong with that as an approach, you know, to come in with $1,000 and whatever. I'm not criticizing that. I'm just maybe criticizing people who just come in and want to take advantage of the system to the max, right away. I want this to last, and I'm sure those guys also want it to last, but they probably wouldn't care if it didn't because they already got their money. You know, I'd rather have this thing run and pay $30 a day, but run for another year, right? That's much better than like let's all get paid $100 and crash it, right? So, you know, these are my thoughts, kind of. I don't know. You know, I just need you to know. If you're thinking of signing up, I think Triple Threat is a great player. I think their approach is a little different than the other guys. And I think, you know, there may be some new ones coming up that are learning from Triple Threat. There have been some attempts and they were unsuccessful. And, you know, the fact is that it's slow right now, but that should change once we're migrated. If you're still sitting on the fence, if you don't have Payza, if you don't have other processors, I recommend you get started with that wherever you're looking at. If you're interested in rev shares, go get set up, go get verified and whatever they call it, you know, get a personal verified account, get your credit cards. Again, I don't know what the nomenclature is, if it's verified or whatever, but you know, make sure that it's running because it can take a long time. Payza took forever for me. I know other people. I have people in my downline. People have different types of problems. Just setting it up is going to take a while, so definitely get started with that. What else can I tell you? Nothing. This is more like a state of affairs at Triple Threat rather than my own account. I had a withdrawal. I just pulled out $50 in Payza just to, you know, make sure things are running smoothly, and they are. You know, it was over the weekend. I put in a request on Friday. I got the money on Monday. No problems there. So you know, it's a dynamic environment. You probably, if you follow my videos, you know I talk about Fort Add Pays. If you don't like any drama, if you have patience, if you want to make bigger amounts down the road and not quickly get your $30 next week, then I would recommend Fort Ad Pays. If you want something fast, this is Triple Threat is definitely exciting and interesting. And I recommend having these fast ones and taking that money into something like Fort Ad Pays. I'm in another one, but I've been there only just a few days, and I don't want to talk about a different fast one until I have a little more information to show you. You can ask me about it if you want. So far, it's looking good, because I can see Triple Threat. I will max it out, whatever that is, whether it's 50 or 100. I'll be there. So, I think once you're halfway there, you can probably start looking and see what else is out there. I think we can all handle more than one fast one and one slow one. There's no need to get into everything. Maybe when you have more money, you can do that. But in the beginning, we need to be cautious and get our seed money back and everything. And I have some seed strategies, but very basic. I mean, there is a logic to a place like Triple Threat. People go in and they want to buy level 3 shares right away. That's not a way to go about it. Depends how much money you have, and depends what your goals are. Some people are patient, some people are not. Some people want to, they're willing to put in 1,000 or 2,000. Some people want to put in $100. This will require a slightly different approach, but the way the shares work is the same for everybody. So, you can ask me these things if you want to sign up. And this is my Triple Threat for now. I'll talk to you soon.